Hey guys, YouTuber Nerd here. Alright, now here I am with another ECW pay-per-view review. And now next up, this is going to be a review for ECW Heatwave 1999. So, yeah, I'm not really, sure what to really make of this show. This show really is kind of like Hardcore Heaven. It seems to just be like a very mixed bag. It just like some stuff is good, some stuff is bad. So yeah, it really is just all over the place with the show. I guess like overall, it is a relatively decent show, but yeah, it's still like I really don't think this was as good as like the last few pay-per-views that I have talked about. So yeah, so I think this is probably like a kind of like somewhere where like it is like kind of like dropping a little bit down back into the mediocrity that I was talking about before when I reviewed November to Remember 1998. So yeah, it seems to kind of like be a drop. It's not like getting like as bad as like they were before, but yeah, it is like still like kind of just yeah, it is still is kind of like a step down from the last few pay-per-views I've talked about. So yeah, and that really is the best way to put it. Like it really is just like a very kind of like a kind of like a middle of the road type of a pay-per-view because yeah, it is just like mixed like throughout the entire show. Like there is like some stuff on here that is good, but yeah, there's not really anything that's really like a that memorable about the show. So decent show, but pretty forgettable to be honest. All right, yeah. So I guess that's really the best way to really sum this show up. So yeah, so I guess I'll just start talking about the show. All right. So the first match of the night was Danny Doring and Roadkill versus Chris Chetti and Nova. And yeah, this was a decent tag match. Not really anything that memorable about it, but it's not really like a boring match to sit through. It really is just kind of a a decent tag match. Yeah, yeah. And then the corner of Danny Doring and Roadkill was actually Lita. So yeah, so it was interesting to see Lita in ECW. Yeah. But yeah, this match really just like was just like kind of like an average tag match. Like it just did kind of go back and forth between both teams. It went on for about like 7 minutes. Like I said, not really anything that memorable. Just kind of like back and forth action between the two teams. And yeah, and it was like a solid tag match. Just yeah, not really anything memorable about it. Yeah, yeah. It like just it went back and forth. Then yeah, then eventually then Chris Chetti nailed Lita with an Amityville horror when she accidentally whacked Chris Chetti with her hand. Then Danny Doring then tried to go after Nova, but Nova then hit a kryptonite crunch to Doring, and then Chris Chetti hit an Amityville horror to Roadkill, and then and Chris Chetti and Nova then hit a tidal wave and got the win. So Chris Chetti and Nova won the match. So like I said, just kind of like an average tag match. That's like it was solid, but not really anything that memorable. So I would probably give it like 2.5 stars. Then next up, then we had Jason versus Jazz, and yeah, this match wasn't good. Yeah, I mean, it really was just like two of Just Incredibles uh, allies facing off each other. But yeah, nothing really came out of this, and yeah, nothing stood out about it. It was just like kind of the two of them fighting, and then it just went like back and forth for a bit, and yeah, then eventually Jazz reversed a power bomb into like a Jazz stinger onto a chair to Jason, and then Jazz got the win. So that wasn't a good match. So I give that I guess I would give it probably like a star and a half. And then next up, then we had Super Crazy versus Little Guido in another match, like at Hardcore Heaven. Yeah, and I guess overall this was a good match. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. Like it went on for a little while, and yeah, it went back and forth between both guys. It's like at Hardcore Heaven, Sal, like a big Sal, tried to get involved in the match a lot. Yeah, but yeah, then eventually, Super Crazy took him out. Oh yeah, and like I said, it just did kind of like go back and forth between both guys. Then, yeah, there were like some counters in the match at one. Yeah, then, like I said, little Guido tried to distract the referee for Big Sal to get involved, but yeah, like I said, eventually, Super Crazy ended up taking him out. Yeah, then as they were in the crowd at one point, Super Crazy then hit like a series of moonsaults on little Guido. Yeah, yeah, then eventually then Super Crazy hit a crazy driver and hit three different moonsaults on little Guido, but yeah, then it showed he actually slipped on the third one, and so then to just improvise, he dove onto Sal on the outside. Yeah, and then eventually, then a Super Crazy then hit a straight jacket power bomb on Little Guido and was able to pin him. So yeah, so Super Crazy won the match again. So like I said, that was a pretty good match once again. Yeah, so I guess I would probably give that I don't know. I guess I would probably give it like a 3.25. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, then next up, then we had the ECW Tag Team title on the line. It was the Dudley Boys defending against Spike Dudley and Balls Mahoney. Yeah, but my gosh, it took forever to get to this match. Like the Dudley Boys, when they came out, they were just rambling on and on, in a promo, just going on a rant about the audience and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it just went on for absolutely ever. Like the Dudley Boys were talking, uh, he, Joel Gertner was talking, Sign Guy Dudley was talking. So yeah, so it the promo just went on for forever. It took forever to finally get to the match. Yeah, but yeah, when it finally did, it was yeah, it was just kind of there. Once again, there wasn't really anything that memorable about it. I mean, it was really just the two teams really fighting it out with each other. Pretty much everybody got busted open in this match. There was a cheese grater used in the match, on both Balls Mahoney and Livery Dudley, and just like a like a cheese grater being used as a weapon. Just oh man, that's gnarly. Yeah, and at one point, a Spike Dudley hit a Dudley dog on, I think it was Bubba, onto the rampway. Yeah, and yeah. Then at one point, when it looked like Spike and Balls got had the match won, Sign Guy Dudley pulled the referee out of the ring. Then the Dudleys then tried to hit a 3D on a Spike and Balls Mahoney, but yeah, Spike and Balls Mahoney reversed it into roll ups. Yeah, and then the Dudley then Spike and Balls then were able to pin the Dudley Boys, and then they won the tag team titles. But then after the match, then the Dudley Boys attacked Spike and Balls again. Then they set two tables on fire. They tried to put Balls through a table, but they couldn't get him up for it. So yeah, they didn't do anything. Weren't able to get anything done with Balls. But then they were able to power bomb a Spike through a flaming table. So that's just an ECW moment for the match, right? Or at least post match segment. Yeah, and then after the Dudley Boys laid out a Spike and Balls, then New Jack then ran out and took out the Dudleys. So yeah, so whatever. So that match was just kind of all right. there wasn't really anything memorable about it. So yeah, so I guess I would probably give that match like I don't know. I guess I would give it like 2.5 stars. Yeah. And then next up, then like Tommy Dreamer came out and was just like starting to talk about like the ECW deal for national television and like seemingly like announcing his retirement. Yeah, but then yeah, then Steve Corino then came out and was just like interrupted Tommy Dreamer and was just demanding Tommy Dreamer lay down for or him so Steve Corino could pin him. But yeah, but then as Tommy Dreamer like refused, then Steve Corino then attacked Tommy Dreamer, and then yeah, then as Tommy Dreamer like then fought back, then like Francine then attacked Steve Corino. Yeah, then she hit a DDT on Corino. Oh yeah, yeah. Then yeah, then she like covered him and then like pinned him. So yeah, so I guess like it was like a match was made, but yeah, the bell didn't even like a ring to start a match. So yeah, this kind of just came out of nowhere. So yeah, I really don't know what that was all about. Yeah, but I'm not really going to consider that a match. So yeah, yeah. Then like right after Francine pinned Steve Corino, then Tajiri then ran out and then attacked Tommy Dreamer and Francine kicks. Yeah. Then as he got Tommy Dreamer into the tarantula, then Taz then came out and made the save. Yeah, and then yeah, then this would like just a lead into the next match, which was for the ECW Championship with Taz defending against Tajiri. Yeah, and overall this match was good. Yeah, this was a good match. Yeah, it went back and forth between both guys. Yeah, then like as like a Taz then like fought to Jerry. Then like Steve Corino, Jack Victory, and Rhino all then came out to try to help Tajiri, but Taz thwarted them and took them out. Yeah. Yeah. Then, as they were then fighting on the rampway, then yeah, then Taz then like put Tajiri like through a table with a Tazplex. Yeah. Then yeah, then Taz then like used like a piece of barbed wire and then like and wrapped it around Tajiri's neck, and then yeah, got Tajiri in a Taz mission. Yeah. Then yeah, then the Tajiri then eventually then yeah, then the match then was just yeah, Tajiri like submitted. So yeah, so Taz ended up winning and Taz retained the ECW championship. So yeah, so oh yeah, so that overall I guess that was a good match. Not a great match, but it was good. So I guess I would probably give that like 3 stars. Yeah. And then we had the main event, which was Just Incredible and Landstorm versus RVD and Jerry Lynn in a tag team match. And yeah, this is another match that overall it was a pretty good match, but yeah, it wasn't like great. I think this probably could have been better given like the ability of all four of these guys. Yeah, so yeah, this match probably was like a lot of people probably did feel disappointed with this match. But yeah, overall we still did have like a pretty solid match between the teams. Like yeah, it over yeah, it was a solid back and forth match between in the teams. Yeah, they were like blocking each other's finishers and yeah, exchanging moves throughout the match. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, then like as like they were like going at with each other, or like at one point, Just Incredible hit Jerry Lynn in the face with a kendo stick and then a chair. Yeah, then at one point, Just Incredible actually did honor Scott Hall by hitting Jerry Lynn with the Razor's Edge. Yeah, then then eventually then RVD then hit I think it was Just Incredible with a chair. Then yeah, nailed the Van Daminator and a leg drop on the guardrail. Yeah, then it just kind of went back and forth between the the teams. Yeah, then at one point Bill Alfonso then like set up a table, and then yeah, then one then yeah, then like as a Lane Storm then like tried to hit a a heel kick onto RVD. RVD was able to survive it. Yeah, then RVD then hit a rolling thunder onto a chair with Lance Storm underneath it. Yeah, yeah. Then as a just incredible, then at one point then wound up on the table. RVD was going to splash just incredible through the table, but then Sabu then came out and made the jump from the ropes down onto Sabu through the table. Yeah, yeah. Then as Jerry Lynn and Lance Storm were then fighting in the ring. Then eventually RVD then and nailed a 5-star frog splash, but yeah, he ended up hitting Jerry Lynn on accident. Yeah, and it looked like that might have been it, but Jerry Lynn survived it. Then eventually RVD then hit a Man Dominator on Lance Storm, and then Jerry Lynn then got the pile driver in on Lance Storm, and then Jerry Lynn was able to pin Lance Storm, and RVD and Jerry Lynn got the win. Yeah. Then after the victory, then there was then an argument that ensued between Jerry Lynn, RVD, and Sabu, and then it led to just all three of them going at it with each other. Yeah, yeah. So overall, that was I guess it overall was a pretty good match. It probably could have been a lot better, like I said, given the ability of all four guys, and this probably really could have been a pretty great match. But yeah, it just turned out being a really good match. So yeah, so yeah, so I guess I would probably give that. I guess I'll give it like a 3.5 stars. Yeah, yeah. So overall with the show, I guess I would probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, this probably could have been a much better show given the ability of the guys in the main event, and even some other matches probably could have been a lot better. But for what this show did do, we still do overall have a relatively decent pay per view. So yeah, so it probably really is not really worth going out of your way to really watch the show. There's not really anything that memorable about it, but yeah, it's definitely not the worst ECW pay per view. Yeah, I've already talked about ones that were definitely worse than this one, but still not a very memorable show. Yeah, so yeah, probably not really worth checking out, to be honest. All right, so yeah, so I guess that's the best way I can put it. All right, so yeah, so I guess this is all I really have to say about it. All right, so this is my review of ECW Heatwave 1999. So yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this review. Yeah, and yeah, there will be some more ECW reviews coming, so stay tuned for more. All right, but I hope you guys did enjoy this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.